With indie games becoming more and more popular on mobile devices, it's getting difficult to distinguish them from their high-ticket counterparts. Cascadia Games, the developer of Cavorite, deliver a classic game feel along with some interesting puzzles. But is the game successful in disguising its indie game roots? The game begins with an introduction to Dr. Cavor, who is trapped inside of the moon. He's being held captive by funny-looking creatures called Selenites. The player's goal is to reach the surface of the moon and get back to planet Earth by solving a series of complex puzzles and collecting mechanical parts scattered throughout the level. The game spans 63 levels across 3 different areas: the deep caverns, lava tunnels, and lunar foundry. The first few levels of the deep caverns are pretty simple and give the player a feel for the controls and the anti-gravity spray called Cavorite. The touchscreen controls are fairly responsive and the placement of the buttons are where you would expect, at the bottom of the screen. When you pause the game, however, the resume button is wedged right in between the exit game and restart buttons, which caused me to accidentally quit the level I was in the middle of playing. And since the game pauses automatically when you answer a call or switch to another app, you're forced to carefully tap the resume button to avoid quitting or restarting the level. Pressing and holding the jump button causes Dr. Cavor to endlessly jump. This feels unnatural and cheap. Speaking of unnatural, the jump sound plays when the player continuously presses the jump button, even when the game is completed. Despite the various glitches, this is a very enjoyable game. The Cavorite spray allows you to raise boxes and temporarily freeze the enemy characters. The obstacles in the game include Selenites that work both with and against you, lasers that instantly burn you to a crisp, and spikes that, for some reason, cause your eyes to bleed. The boxes can be raised or pushed to defeat enemies and activate buttons. Activating the buttons will cause other actions, such as opening of doors. Be careful though, because moving a box over a mechanical part will make it disappear, forcing you to restart the level in order to add the part back to your inventory. When you're on the edge of an object, it's very difficult to jump. The bosses are challenging and sometimes you can find yourself restarting the level pretty quickly. Luckily, there's an unlimited number of retries for every level. The music has a dark, sometimes creepy tone to it. It's a fitting sound for the appearance of each world. The sound effects are pretty standard. If you don't like the music or sound effects, you can adjust or mute the volume from the main menu. If you really enjoyed the soundtrack, you can even download it for free from drcavor.com. Even though the game could use a little extra polish, I would highly recommend it to fans of the classic platform genre. It's a great casual game to whip out when you're looking to pass the time. Cavorite is currently available for iOS and Mac. From 2D Game World, thanks for watching.